y'all, it's Courtney Kretly
And Alicia Smith.
here today, and we're coming at you with a video that we think you're going to find super helpful. So we're really excited to bring this one to you. So today we're going to talk about the top 5 master planned communities in Summerville, South Carolina. So Alicia and I both live in Summerville. We love it. As the Charleston area is growing and expanding, Summerville is where it's growing too. So Summerville is still relatively affordable. It is close enough to the beaches, to downtown Charleston, so it's easily accessible. It's just a really cool up and coming area. And there are several really great communities here. So I know when y'all are doing your research, it might get a little bit confusing as to where everything's located and just what's different about each community. So we hope to clear things up for you today. And as always, ask us if you have any questions. All right, let's get started.
First up, we have Cane Bay Plantation, and that is where both myself and Courtney live. So I say we're the experts here.
We know a little bit about it.
Just a little bit. I've been here for the past 9 years, and Courtney around 4 years.
Yep.
So, and we love Cane Bay. It has a lot to offer. When you first come into the community, you're going to see the commercial components of Cane Bay. You've got Publix grocery store, all types of eateries, kind of, really everything you kind of need. Banks and again, restaurants and
Starbucks, Chick-fil-A,
Mhm.
there's Wolfgang Bakery for
Yep.
the pup, banks, yeah,
Yeah,
everything you can
right
want.
at the forefront. So that's really nice. Cane Bay also has all 3 schools. So it has an elementary school, a middle school, and a high school. So it's really nice to have that in the area. Plus, you have more schools like there's Berkeley Prep, another like daycare's coming here. So there's just all kinds of schools and education.
And it's nice, some of the kids just get to school by golf cart, or the parents will take the kids to school by golf cart because the
Yep.
schools are right here in Cane Bay Plantation.
Mhm.
You can use the golf cart paths that are along the side of the road. So it's really, really cool, easily accessible in this community.
Yep. And one of the nice things too is some of the neighborhoods here have access to what's called the Lakes of Cane Bay. Courtney is in a neighborhood that has access to that. She could really speak to the lakes, the lake access, and being able to kayak and all
Yeah, so
that fun stuff.
it's really cool. So it's a 360-acre spring-fed lake system. You can kayak, you can take a little electric john boat, people paddleboard. So it's really cool to use the lake system. You can fish, just no gas-powered boats on the lake.
And watch out for the gators.
Yes, no swimming.
And also, Cane Bay is really broken up by different neighborhoods. Typically, it's one builder per neighborhood. Sometimes you'll have multiple, but typically you see one builder per neighborhood. And it's building pretty far back. I mean, it's many years into the development with, gosh, many
Yeah,
more
they're
years
always
to go.
adding new sections.
Yeah,
And
it's quite large. But again, walking, biking trails, very golf cart friendly. Every neighborhood's going to have different amenities, pools. Some have pickleball. Some have a little bit more than others, but just kind of depends on where you land. And really good price points here in Cane Bay as well.
Yeah, so just back to the HOA and kind of amenities and things like that. So each neighborhood, like Alicia said, has different amenities. So mine, for example, has an indoor pickleball court. There is a swimming pool, playground, just picnic tables, things like that. And I pay a different HOA than Alicia does. And each neighborhood has a little bit different HOA. And then we all pay one master HOA to Cane Bay Plantation, which is currently $120 a year to Cane Bay. That maintains the trails. And then we each pay our individual HOAs to our direct communities.
Yep. And if we're ever showing you around and showing you different communities, we can tell you what the HOA is for that neighborhood and that sort of thing. So
yeah, so all kinds of different house styles here, as you can see. So there's some have hardy plank siding, some have vinyl siding, some have the more southern style with the double front porches and the gas lanterns. Some are a little bit more muted colors, some are really bright colors. So it's really cool that there's a big wide variety, brick and stone, and it's just cool. No neighborhood is like the other, hence the reason the different builders are here to kind of just break up the community and make each neighborhood look a little different and make it exciting, and as well cater to different price points. So obviously some of the homes with the hardy plank siding and the double front porches are going to be a different price point And the ones that back up to the lakes are going to be a different price point and things like that. So really caters to everybody.
Yeah, really does.
And this, what you're seeing right now, is actually the neighborhood that I live in. It's called Westlake. Beautiful little entrance coming in with the water fountain. These are some of the style homes in my community. So we have the palm trees that people like when they come to South Carolina, and some of them have 3-car garages. But once again, just all different styles. But this is just taking you through a little tour of my community, and you can see it with drone footage. It's just a really beautiful community. There's ponds, there's the lake system. It's just really a great community.
So the final few things on Cane Bay Plantation is it is the furthest north community in Summerville. It is the lowest tax district of the 5 master plan communities that we're going to talk about today.
It's in Berkeley County.
Berkeley County,
so
yeah.
Especially this particular section where Cane Bay is in Berkeley County is the lowest tax district of the 5 that we're going to talk about.
Yep. Cane Bay also has a YMCA, and it's the largest in the Southeast. It's a great facility. Youth camps, all kind of fun stuff, tennis, basketball, soccer fields, a very nice facility. So, if you didn't have a gym in your neighborhood, some do, some don't, you would be able to, access that and easily by golf cart as well. There's a fire station as well here in Cane Bay, and the Y also has a library, so which is pretty unique. You can go check books out and take your kids and all that fun stuff. So
yeah. A couple other things that I can think of. So there are 3 55 plus or active adult communities right here within Cane Bay Plantation. So that's really cool. There is Four Seasons, which is a part of the Lakes of Cane Bay. The lakes actually go right through Four Seasons. It's beautiful. There is also Del Webb at Cane Bay. So Four Seasons are still building in. Del Webb at Cane Bay is all built out. So those are resale homes. They are not a part of the Lakes of Cane Bay, but you still have access to the trail systems and just lots of things that Cane Bay has to offer. And then in the very back of Cane Bay, they are starting to build Summerville Crossing. So there's about 20 or so homes in progress there. I have a whole video on Summerville Crossing. It's gorgeous. It's going to be really great when it's done. But that's the third 55 plus or active adult community right here in Cane Bay. And then there are new builders coming, new neighborhoods coming, really cool homes that are going to be going in by Meritage Homes along the big lake in Cane Bay. So be sure to reach out to us. We have the info on those, and would love to speak with you more about Cane Bay. Like we said, we live here, we love it. So ask us any questions.
Okay, next up is the Nexton community. So for reference, we were just talking about Cane Bay Plantation. To get to one and the other, it's about they meet right up. So
just across the street
from each other. Where they're heavily building in Nexton is Midtown. So that's maybe 5 minutes or so, from Cane Bay, depending on where you are, 5 to 10 minutes to get there. So Nexton is just going to put you just a little bit closer to I-26, which is the main highway here. So it's a little bit faster to get around, whether you're going to the airport, which is about 15, 20 minutes. The beaches, could be a little bit shorter time, 40 minutes or so. Just puts everything a little bit closer. So that's one
downtown
of the biggest,
Charleston, maybe 25 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest selling features for Nexton is its location.
Just its accessibility.
Yep. And it was voted the best master plan community a couple years ago by the Home Builders Association. So that's a huge accolade for Nexton and Summerville and just Charleston in general. So it's a beautiful community. It's got, the commercial that it's going to have here, that it has and going to have, because this is, it's about 11 years into the build and another like 10 or so to go. It's about a 20-year build out before it's complete. But you've got, basically everything you can think of that will be at Nexton. It's either here or coming. You've got Nexton Square, which is going to have your Charleston restaurant, so like your Hall's Chop House, Taco Boy, Poogan's.
Literally some of those same restaurants that are in downtown Charleston are in Nexton Square. So it's so cool.
It is so cool. So you're literally not having to drive to leave. If you live at Nexton or Cane Bay for that matter, or anywhere around, you're not having to drive far to get those really great Charleston restaurants. They're right here in Summerville.
There's also like little boutiques. There's a place to buy golf carts. There is hotels. There's donut shops, ice cream shops. There's even a place to buy wild birds in Nexton. I mean, there's literally something in Nexton for everyone. There really is. Yeah, so there's a spa. There's a new daycare coming. There is Tons of new restaurants coming.
Mhm.
There's
Harris Teeter just
yeah, yeah, we
opened.
were at the grand opening. If you didn't
Yep.
see our update on Nexton video, check it out.
Yep. And then there's a Publix coming
Yep.
this year too, right across the street. So, I mean, residents living in Nexton are going to be able to bike, walk, golf cart everywhere they want to go. I mean, the whole
Hmm.
idea is to not have to get in your car to get
Yes.
around, where you literally have everything in your neighborhood.
And like
So,
Alicia was saying, there's so many things already here now, and then they're building so many great things, so many things in the works. So once again, check out our update on Nexton video. We spill all the tea on
yeah.
Nexton. There's this really cool place called the Co-op. So if you're into Frozes, if you're into Pink, if you're into Taylor Swift, it's just a really cool place to hang out. It's got outdoor seating, indoor seating, but really good Frozes.
Yep.
We went there the other day for a little Friday afternoon working session and had some frosé. So it's really cute.
Yep.
And then there is the awesome pickle bar.
Yeah, so the pickle bar is really cool. It's 40,000 square feet of pickleball, basically. You've got indoor courts, you've got outdoor courts, or I should say covered courts. There's an entertainment area there. They can have concerts and things outside, a bar inside, a whole restaurant concept. So it's just a really, really cool place and very unique. So if you're into pickleball or not,
Yeah,
it is,
even if you're not,
yeah, if
just
you're
come hang
not,
out.
it's still really fun. So I've
Yeah.
been there a couple times. It's really awesome.
And it's
So
fun for kids even. I mean, it's
yep.
fun for the whole family.
Yeah, they just did like a dog adoption event there.
Yeah.
So that's like there's always something cool going on there. So
Yeah, and the
it's
kids can
definitely
just run around in the green space. It's
yeah,
all kind of fenced in, and the adults can play
yeah.
pickleball or, sit around and have a drink or play cornhole or, just it's just a cool place to hang out.
It's definitely a must check out.
Yes.
And then you've also got opening this year a Berkeley County Park. So this is a park that anybody in Berkeley County can utilize, but it is in the Nexton community. It's off the beaten path a little bit. You're gonna have to turn off the parkway on Grand Boulevard, and it's kind of tucked away a little bit, which will be nice.
Makes it really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really neat. So there's gonna be a playground there with this cool little alligator. What would you call it? Alligator.
Play
Like a
gym.
obstacle course,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, there's a zip line. It's fun.
Alicia
I mean,
tested out the zip line.
yeah, the kids are gonna love that. So there's so the playground concept. There is sports fields.
Mhm.
So another place for kids to be able to play sports and different things.
Like boardwalks through the trees
Yep.
leading to a covered pavilion.
So
I can imagine like concerts and
concerts.
events there or something.
Yep, there's going to be like a pond,
To
like a fishing
fish.
pond,
Mhm.
yeah, and like a dog park, and again trails and things to walk around. So it's going to be a really cool, concept not only for residents, but again anybody living in
Yeah,
Berkeley
county
County
park.
can utilize it. So, and regarding the builders within Nexton, so it is broken up a little bit by neighborhoods. The largest neighborhood is going to be Midtown. There's 8 different builders in there. You've got Ashton Woods, Saucy Burbank, Pulte Homes, David Weekly, Homes by Dickerson, New Leaf, and then you've also got Brookfield Residential, and just announced DRB Homes is going to be building. It's going to be the newest builder in there.
And ask Alicia how she knows all this. She used to work at Nexton for 9 years. Alicia is a Nexton expert. I mean, I know Nexton, but Alicia knows Nexton. So between the two of us, we can absolutely find you what you need, find you what you're looking for.
Yes,
in Nexton.
absolutely. So the Midtown Club neighborhood has some beautiful resort style amenities. They have an indoor what they call living room area where residents can go and work for the day. There's free Wi-Fi. There's also a flex room that can be rented out, or whatever you need it for. Residents have access to that. There's also a fitness center.
Yeah, an indoor gym. That's
it's really nice. Like you literally don't need a gym membership. You can just go to the gym.
At this point in time, all these amenities that we're about to name, you get for $750 a year. So of course, this is subject to change. Neighborhood HOAs do change. However, at this point in time, it's only $750 a year for all of these amenities.
Yes, and a beautiful resort style pool. I mean, you get so much living here. And just in that one area, that Midtown Club, you've got all those that we just mentioned. There's pickleball, tennis, half basketball court, there's a park, a playground. You have everything just consolidated.
And
right
they kind
there.
of pride themselves on a green space within a 5-minute walk from every home. So you can just imagine there's lots of parks and green spaces and playgrounds, just beautiful homes. It's colorful. It's either got colorful homes or colorful front doors,
Yeah.
Lots of gas lanterns, your hardy plank siding and board and batten.
And because you have a mix of builders in Midtown, it lends itself to, it's definitely not that cookie cutter feel. Like
Not at all.
the homes are very unique. I always say if you're building, you get to kind of showcase your personality because
Yeah.
there's just so many color options and just different things you can do with your home to really showcase who you are as well. So just
Hmm.
just very unique.
Yeah, definitely feels very low country, very South Carolina, palm trees. Yeah, just that beautiful southern charm
Yep.
in Midtown at Nexton. And there's also Brighton Park at Nexton, which is already built out. So that neighborhood would be a resale home. However, it's another beautiful community. There is also North Creek Village,
Mm-hmm.
which is True Homes, the builder,
Mm-hmm.
on the lower end for price points, so it's great. You can get homes in the 300,000 and 400,000s at this point in time.
Yep, Syntex is also in North
Mhm,
Creek, so just a really good price point as well. You're still at Nexton, but great price points.
mhm,
If you're, if you're just want to be a little bit more conservative, that sort of thing, but still be at Nexton, and just a great options and great builders.
right.
You also have two 55 plus communities in Nexton. You've got Del Webb Nexton, which is still actively building. They're going to be about 1,400 homes in that neighborhood.
Yep.
And then you also have Hammock Walk, which is an Ashton Woods community. That is going to be, again, that's located closer to North Creek Village. So, again, great price points. But those are going to be duplexes and fourplexes,
Mhm.
all attached. So, just a different concept for that 55 plus lifestyle. If you really want that low maintenance, that's a great place. So,
So, really cool thing about Midtown at Nexton, if you watch HGTV, you might have heard of the TV show Rock the
the block.
Block. So that was actually filmed in Midtown at Nexton. So the Rock the Block homes are here. We're showing these in the video right now. You can see the back sides of them. You can actually see them from the amenity center right here in Midtown, and they're just on the other side of the pond.
Yeah.
And Alicia was there and met some of the participants in the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, I got to meet all the renovators and even New Kids on the Block.
Woo! We're actually
And
going to
Nate
the New
Burke.
Kids on the Block
Yes.
concert this summer in
And
Charleston.
Nate Burkus and Jeremiah.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
like really cool. So,
Oh, how cool.
celebrity moments.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's talk property taxes. So, like we mentioned before, Cane Bay Plantation is in Berkeley County, so is Nexton. However, Nexton is a different tax district within Berkeley County. So, it's still the lower side of taxes in the Summerville area. However, there is an additional assessment. It's currently $910 a year that are included in your property taxes that go towards the Nexton or the development of Nexton.
Mm-hmm.
So an additional $910 more than what you would pay in Cane Bay Plantation. However, when you're talking property taxes here, still very, very low compared to most states.
And it's really no different if you lived in a county or a town, city limits. It's just,
Right.
And the money that you do pay in that special assessment does go back into Nexton. So
Right.
if you're living at Nexton and you're paying that, it's going back into the community that you live in
and adding even more cool things.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's how they're bringing in the county park that I mentioned earlier. So it does some great things for Nexton and for the future of Nexton.
Right.
Nexton also currently has an elementary school called Nexton Elementary. It is located right outside the Brighton Park Village neighborhood. And soon to come in fall 2026 is going to be a new middle school.
Yay.
And that is going to be located right on the frontage part of Midtown. So right along Nexton Parkway, so very easy access. So Nexton will have an elementary and soon to be a middle school. And then for kids that are in that high school stage, the community is zoned for Cane Bay High School. So just so you know a little bit about the schools there.
Okay, so that is wrapping up Nexton here in Summerville, South Carolina. So once again, Nexton's great for its accessibility to the interstate and to Charleston and the beaches and the airport and things like that. Some great quality builders in here. You can still build in Midtown at Nexton, North Creek, Bradford Point, some of the 55 plus communities. Just it's a beautiful area. There's tons of commercial coming to Nexton. So you just really can't go wrong with a purchase in Nexton. It's exploded, and it's just a really, really great place to live. Once again, Alicia worked there for 9 years. She knows all about it. We love Nexton. So let us know if you have any more questions. Okay, welcome to Carnes Crossroads. So, Carnes Crossroads is located where Highway 17 runs into Main Street. So, it's located relatively close to downtown Summerville. There is already quite a bit of commercial right here in Carnes. Lots of doctors' offices, pediatricians, rheumatologists. There's a daycare. There's coffee shop, Mexican restaurant. There is Steel City Pizza, East Bay Deli. There's jewelry stores. There's Massage Envy. I mean, there's all kinds of commercial already right here at Carnes. And then there is more, much more coming.
So there's also going to be a Publix grocery store opening at Carnes, and then right across the street, you're going to have a Harris Teeter. So two grocery stores, um, basically across the street from one another. So lots of options there. You've got even more commercial that's going to be coming to Carnes as well. Also a rooftop bar, which is awesome because there is really no rooftop bar right now in Summerville. So this will be the first of its kind.
Yeah.
So that is something to look forward to. Really awesome.
Yeah, so here you can see some of the new construction that they're doing, the new Harris Teeter that's going in just across the street from Main Street is the new Publix. So they've already started clearing land on some and building on some. So this will be coming quickly. So hopefully in the very, very near future,
Yep.
Carnes Crossroads is going to have some great new grocery store options.
Also at Carnes, you have Northwoods Academy, which is a Christian private school. And I would say one of the top premier private schools in this area. Courtney can
Yeah,
really speak
I
to that. Her
send my
son,
son there. He
yeah.
absolutely loves to go to Northwood, and we love to go to church there. And it's a great church, school, friend. Yeah, just it's a great community.
Yeah, and Carnes also has a K through 8 school as well, the Carolyn Lewis School.
And this is a public school, so yep, public K-8 school,
Yep.
right here within Carnes. The agri-hood.
The agri-hood.
Okay, so really cool amenities already at Carnes. There's already a swimming pool. There's the green barn where they do social events. There's tons of playgrounds, green spaces, parks for kids to play in, the lakes, the ponds, the trails. So
Mhm.
all that is already in place at Carnes. Lots and lots of cool amenities coming to Carnes. So we were just making fun because we were saying the agri-hood,
Hood.
but Carnes is going to be an agri-hood. So all the buzz these days, it's like that healthy living, that farm
Farm
to
to
table
table.
concept,
Yep.
farmers market, just a really, really cool thing. So it's going to have an 11-acre farm right here in Carnes. So residents will be able to purchase the produce right here. There will be the farmers market. There is going to be a lake house, which will be beautiful. You can hang out in the lake house, work in the lake house. It's going to overlook the lake, and then the new pool that is coming, resort style pool. It's going to have a huge water slide for kids. Just lots of really cool things that coming to Carnes.
Mhm.
So you can see the construction here. We're showing you an aerial view of the construction of the lake house and the new pool. So hoping those amenities are completed by next year, but no promises, but that's always the goal.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the builders and the homes that are in Carnes Crossroads. So the first part of the neighborhood, it was builders such as Toll Brothers, David Weekley, Eastwood Homes, Pulte, some of those kind of builders in the front. And then in the back now, the new builder, the developer who purchased the land and who is now building is Lennar Homes. So Lennar has taken over the other section of Carnes, and they have tons of floor plans. Lennar does, some of them back to water, just great floor plans. Some of them are like the detached floor plan style, as you can see with this home right here. So it's kind of that slide by driveway and garage, but the detached garage in the back. So gorgeous style of homes, all hardy plank siding, no
Mhm.
vinyl here, lots of double front porches and the gas lanterns, just the more Charleston feel.
Yep. And they're also next year going to be opening a Horizons 55 plus community.
Yes. Yes. So we will talk about it later. There is already a Horizons 55 plus down in Summers Corner, but there's going to be one
On the north
in
side.
Carnes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
north side now.
So Carnes is also a part of Berkeley County. So it's right at the Goose Creek and Summerville border here. The taxes are Berkeley County taxes. So once again, on the lower end of taxes, which is great. Just lots going on in Carnes Crossroads, both commercial wise, development wise, school wise, and then just the homes and amenities coming. So really a great choice, really a great area. The Agri-Hood, once again, just an awesome feature that,
And very unique.
yeah, just very unique. Exactly
Yeah.
right. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of those in
Mm-mm.
existence. And so it just really gives it a cool touch. And
Mm-hmm.
people like that farm to table concept again, and just kind of that farmers market lifestyle. So yeah, it's really cool feature of Carnes Crossroads. So a couple more highlights of Carnes that we want to make sure that we discuss. So Lennar, the new builder that is taking over the second section of Carnes, does 10-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors, so beautiful floor plans.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, lots of the double front porches and just really nice Southern style homes and just really great features. So Lennar is going to have about 900 homes that they're building in total, and there's going to be about 3,600 total in all of Carnes. So good sized neighborhood. Unlike Cane Bay and Nexton, it's not really broken out into different sections. It's all just Carnes, with the exception of the Horizons 55 plus
Mm-hmm.
that will be coming.
So right now the HOA in Carnes is around $944 a year. That is going to go up once the new amenities that Courtney mentioned earlier are all in place. So you're looking at maybe around 1,400 a year once all those amenities are in place. And they also, Carnes also has that special assessment tax that we mentioned, same as Nexton. That's roughly over just a little over $900 a year. That's a part of your property tax. But again, that money, will go back into Carnes, and again to build things that benefit, the community.
So Carnes is still a part of Berkeley County, just like Cane Bay and Nexton are. So it's going to be on the lower end of the property taxes again. It's just like Nexton, it has that little additional assessment fee,
Mm-hmm.
just over $900 per year for this assessment fee that goes back into Carnes and into the commercial mixed use, just all the different things that are going on here in Carnes. So just something to note, Cane Bay does not have that, Nexon and Carnes do. But yeah, just really, Carnes is really an up and coming area. It's close to downtown Summerville, still close to I-26. Just a really great location, kind of at the corner of the Goose Creek and Summerville border. So if you have any more questions about Carnes, just be
Awesome.
sure and reach out. Yeah.
So now we're moving over to the south side of town.
South side.
And we're going to be talking about the Ponds community. This is a beautiful community, as you will see. We're showing you Schultz Lake right now. This is an amenity to people that live at the ponds. You can kayak, you can canoe, paddleboard, all that fun stuff. Just a beautiful lake and amenity for the residents here. They also have a YMCA and a fire department. So great amenities there within the neighborhood for the residents to utilize.
So coming into the neighborhood, there is the old farmhouse, which is absolutely beautiful. It was an old farmhouse that actually wasn't even located within the ponds. They relocated it into the ponds, and now it's used for events. The HOA sits there. It's just a beautiful feature when you come into the community, but it's surrounded by magnolia trees and your Spanish moss trees. It's just a really beautiful, just kind of monument within the neighborhood.
Yep, you can see the is a beautiful pool there, very golf cart friendly around the community and neighborhood as well. Walking trails throughout. So just very lovely, sort of that laid back feel, a little bit away from the hustle and bustle, if you will. Just laid back. Takes you just a little bit longer to get to like some of the commercial and things, but just a beautiful, relaxing environment there in the ponds.
So you can see there is the gorgeous, once again, Spanish moss trees, but even a tree house built right into the tree for the kids to play on. It's really cool. There's dog parks. There is a small community garden that the residents can use. Just absolutely beautiful. So like Alicia mentioned, there's trails. You can golf cart on them, walk or run. It's just absolutely lovely. I can just imagine just having a little picnic under
Yeah, and
those
it's a
trees. It's
beautiful spot to
gorgeous.
take pictures.
Yes.
We had our maternity pictures taken
Oh, there you
there.
go.
So
Yeah, family photos
it's
or
absolutely gorgeous there.
kids. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so something else to
Oh yeah.
note, we are in a new district. So we are
Hmm.
in a new county called Dorchester County, and therefore it is in a new school district. It is the Dorchester District 2 schools that this neighborhood is zoned for. So those are just the really highly sought after schools in Summerville. Along with schools and sought after schools comes higher.
Taxes.
Yeah. So, like we were talking about Berkeley County taxes being some of the lowest, this is Dorchester County. So, they are some of the highest in Summerville. So, just something to take into account. It's usually around $1,000 per year more expensive in Dorchester County, which in the grand scheme of things might not be that much, but just something to note.
Yeah, and one thing Courtney and I do as well is when, if you come and we're showing you around, we typically will tell you, where depending on where we are,
Hmm.
what your taxes would be like, your estimated tax would be like for
Right.
that year. So you literally are in your HOA, and so you're kind of, you're thinking about
Hmm.
everything that you're going to be, where all your money is going and how are you spending it. So
Right. Right. Yep. So the front of the ponds were different builders. Those are more your kind of southern, charming, big, beautiful homes that you can see right now. Those were a mixture of builders. And then in the back, you have DR Horton that has taken over the back of the community. They're actually all completely done building now, DR Horton is. However, those are the homes more towards the back of the community. So great mixture of homes in here, great mixture of price points in here, just some really beautiful, lovely homes. Once again, they're not really building at the moment. So, keep reaching out to us and we'll let you know kind of where they're at. But at this point in time, DR Horton is done in there and the builders in the front are done in there. There's also a 55 plus portion in the back of the neighborhood to note. So that is called Crestwind at the Ponds. They are almost done building in there as well. So be sure and reach out to us to find out the available lots that they currently have. There's only going to be 646 homes in Crestwind. So that's the 55 plus portion. So it's going to be a smaller 55 plus community. Really, Alicia said, really laid back, a little bit more historical side of town. You'll travel a little bit further to get to a grocery store. Not, although it is golf cart friendly and there are trails and you can get around by golf cart, you're not really going to commercial or restaurants and grocery stores and things like that by golf cart that you will need to take a car to.
maybe you're going to your neighbors to hang
There you
out
go, there you
or
go. You
the
could golf cart
pool
right
or
on over there.
yeah,
But
exactly.
but as far as like going to get groceries, you're going to be driving about 15 minutes or so to the nearest grocery store. So just something to keep in mind if you're considering a move to South Summerville. So the next community we're going to talk about is also in South Summerville.
So we are at, this is our final community, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are at our final community, number 5.
Woo!
And it is the furthest south that you can get in Summerville, and it is called Summers Corner. And as you will see, when you're driving into Summers Corner, you are greeted by Buffalo Lake. It is a beautiful lake, and again, an amenity for residents that live there. Beware, do not swim.
Do not swim.
But you can kayak and canoe and fish, and it's just a beautiful, serene place to just go chill. It's just a beautiful lake, and it just, when you drive in, it's just, again, that relaxation and just laid back vibe that you get. It's just
Makes you
lovely.
feel like you're in the South. Yeah.
It really does. So again, you're a little bit further out. You're going to be driving a little bit further to some commercial and things. But again, if you're really looking for kind of just that laid back vibe and kind of want to be away from the hustle and bustle, this could be a great option.
Yep. So you can see there are quite a few great amenities in Summers Corner already. So lots of awesome playgrounds for children, dog park. There is one pool in place. So this community is broken out by neighborhood. So there is the Villages in the front, which has kind of the original builders. We'll talk about that more later. And then there is Azalea Ridge and Sweetgrass and Heron's Walk. So kind of broken out by different neighborhoods. The only swimming pool currently is located in the Village. So the OG, the original part of Summers Corner, that's where the pool is located. However, fantastic amenities to come. There's going to be an amazing, amazing, huge resort style pool. Going to be just really great amenities coming to Summers Corner. They've started clearing the land for it. It's in the works. However, we're probably at least another year out until we're swimming in that pool.
So right now the HOA there
Yeah.
is roughly around $1,000 a year. So when this new pool opens, residents that currently live there will pay an additional $50 a month to be a part of this pool as well. So, but in theory, you will have two different pools that you can utilize.
Yeah. Yeah, and just something to know, all the HOAs that we're giving you price-wise are always subject to change. This is where they currently are at and what we're currently told, and what builders are saying. But, HOAs do go up from time to time.
Yeah.
So just something to keep in mind. But, usually they're not drastically going up unless there's a huge new amenity coming in. The original builders in the neighborhood did the Villages portion, and then Lennar bought the land and they are doing the back portion of Summers Corner. So tons of floor plans, very, very well priced homes, we will say. So, it's good. It's budget friendly in this community. So that's just something to keep in mind. They have lots of different floor plans.
Same as we mentioned for Carnes earlier, Summers Corner also has Horizons, which
Yes.
is their 55 plus concept. And they are getting ready. Right now, they've broken ground, but they're building a huge, huge
Like
amenity, like the
biggest
largest
in
in
the
the
US, I
country.
think. Yeah.
It's going to be massive. It's going to be beautiful. But so to get in right now, in Horizons, I mean, the prices are just very minimal.
Yeah,
I mean,
like mid 300s,
yeah,
high 300s.
kind of unheard of, to be
Yes.
honest. So like
But
now
you're
is the time
dealing
to
with
get
no
in.
amenities at the moment until
Yes.
they're done. So that's kind of, get in, build some equity before the
Mhm.
amenities come, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
And then once the amenities are in,
hmm
obviously, prices will adhere to that. So
Publix does own the land in the front of Summers Corner, so that is something to take note of. So it's similar to the ponds, whereas you have to get into a car and drive to the grocery store or restaurants, things like that. However, Publix does own land in Summers Corner, so it is the goal, and we're all under the impression that Publix will be coming at some point in Summers Corner. They just haven't broken ground yet. We believe they're waiting for a certain number of roofs to be built before they will open up or break ground. But yeah, they do own the land in there. Also located right here within Summers Corner is the Sandhill Elementary School, Rollins Middle School for the Arts, which is a tryout-based performing arts school. There's also the Performing Arts Center. Yeah, I've heard there's like dance recitals there, and just different shows and events and orchestras and things like that, right there at the Summerville Performing Arts Center, located in Summers Corner.
yeah, it's literally right
in the
heart
community.
of the
Yeah.
neighborhood and community. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the first things you see when you go in.
Right.
It's a stunning
Yeah.
building.
Yeah, and they're going to be building in there for quite a while. So it's going to be a relatively large area. We've heard upward of 8,000 homes total with all the different communities. So it is going to be large. It's going to be like a city within a city, kind of similar to Cane Bay, just huge. So really quite large, and more good things to come in there. So yeah, that is Summers Corner in a nutshell. Okay, we did all 5. Yay. We all survived. This was fun. Okay, so we are going to end the video by talking once again about the differences just between North and South Summerville. So we really break up Summerville into North and South. It is very spread out, Summerville is, so it can take you upwards of 45 minutes to an hour to get from north to south. So we've kind of tracked the neighborhoods from north all the way down to south, and we just wanted to reiterate some of the differences. So tax differences, once again, North Summerville is going to be Berkeley County, South Summerville is going to be Dorchester County. Out of the neighborhoods that we discussed, The ones in Berkeley County are going to be a little bit less expensive. So usually around $1,000 per year cheaper in property taxes. So just something to take note of. South Carolina in general has amazing property taxes, just really quite low. But they will be a little bit higher in South Summerville. So just something to note, mainly because of the school district being the DD2 schools in South Summerville. The next thing is HOAs. So all of these areas are going to have HOAs. They're all going to have a little bit different amenities. However, they're all relatively similar priced HOAs. I mean, they're all anywhere in the ballpark of $700 to, $1,200, $1,300 per year. So no extreme outliers. So just something to note, all of them kind of have similar HOAs, but they're all going to have their own, features and amenities.
And also, so with the north and south side, the south side, as we mentioned, like where your Summers Corner and the ponds are, is going to be a little bit more laid back. Again, a little bit further away from the hustle and bustle of things. You're going to have to drive a little bit further to get to some of the commercial and grocery stores and things like that until they are, until your Publix opens in Summers Corner, that sort of thing. But again, just very laid back. You've got the lakes that we talked about, just serene. I mean, just truly beautiful trees and just that, very like
quieter life.
Yeah, just a little bit more quiet. So a little bit further to drive to get to things. On the north side of town, you're going to be closer to things. So you're going to be, within literally a 5-minute radius of grocery stores and things to do and great Charleston restaurants. You're very close, a lot closer to the airport, 20 minutes, depending on traffic, if you will, but just a lot closer to 26 and to the beach access and that sort of thing. So, just a little bit different. It just kind of really depends on you and your preference and where you want to be, because everybody's different. People ask us like, well, what do you like? And it's just, it really comes down to individual preferences. So, and you really can't go wrong.
Right. Yeah. You've got more of the growth corridor up north and then a little bit more historical and kind of laid back and quieter down south. So really can't go wrong with either one. 5 amazing options. There are, of course, many, many neighborhoods in Summerville. These are just the 5 top master planned communities here in Summerville. So we have experience selling in all of these. So don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd love to answer any questions that you have. And this has been fun. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe to our channel and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Welcome to Summerville. Bye.
Bye. Okay, well, I'm going to start over. So first up is Cam.
Camp. I don't know any neighborhoods named Camp.
Oh, I can
okay, ready?
Please don't show that in the bloopers either. Okay. So the final few things about Cane
Bay.
Why can I not say
You live here, Ellie.
Cane Bay. Cane Bay. Okay. So the final few things about Cane Bay. Cane Bay.
You guys have no idea. We've been trying to say Cane Bay.
So the final few things about Cane.
I think I'm going to say this line.
Okay, so the final few things about Cane Bay Plantation. Some water.
This is insane.
Okay. So first up, we have Cane Bay Plantation.
Thank you so much for watching my video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in learning more about the Charleston area, please give me a call. I look forward to talking to you. Bye!